Hey everybody, long time no see, September 29th. So it's been a couple weeks since my last video. Just going to give you a little update. So I'm in Smithers right now. So as I may have said before, I had to come back to Canada early to deal with my visa application to live in Colombia, my retirement visa. So once all this visa stuff is done and I'm settled in Vicencio, I'm going to do a complete video on what it's like to apply for this visa from the context of going into Colombia, etc. The costs, um, all the stuff I've learned on that. I know every country is going to be different, but I think there's a few lessons here that people should consider from what I've learned. To maybe if you're thinking about retiring to another country, or if you want to move there and work there temporarily or whatever, I, I'd like to pass on some of my learnings to you. So, what's the current state of this? So, I can't apply for my visa until October the 21st. I do have an airplane ticket booked for November 4th to fly back to Colombia. But it all again depends on the visa process. I have some documents I have to get here, like I'm slowly doing that, and then these documents have to be notarized, and then I submit them to my lawyer in Colombia, and they will translate them into Spanish, and then they will line up an appointment for me with the Vancouver Colombian consulate, and then I take all that stuff there to them, and they interview me, and then they either stamp my visa or not. And when the visa is stamped, it should be for 3 years, and then I'm free to go. But until once I start this process, I'm not allowed to go to Colombia until that's completed. So I appreciate your prayers that I will get this done expeditiously. Um, so what else is new? So it's been really delightful to come back to Canada and see everybody again, and see old friends and up in Smithers. Big shout out to Cormac and Darcy, Sandra, Bart, Helena, Sharon, and then of course my bud Rick Apperson and Sarah Apperson and Caleb. Maureen and Richard Dentum, and of course can't forget Loretta and my mind's drawing me a blank. Loretta and Laura Lee, always get your name wrong, and of course Drew. I'm sure I've forgotten some people in all that list here in Smithers. But just a shout out to all you guys. What's going to happen in the future here? So it does show you a neat little toy I got. This is a body cam. So one of the things I wanted to do when I was in Colombia was to give like point of view walkarounds in the community, so people can get, a more realistic feel of what it's like in Colombia. And then I could also show you what it's like to, the cost of things and everything. So I was going to, I wanted something small enough that people wouldn't notice, and so yeah. So, what do you think? There we are. Pretty unnoticeable, eh? Anyways, just a trial. I thought I'd try that out. So I won't do that until I get into Colombia. So that's about it for update. I'm going to, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a video from some very special people to me. They have a band, and it's called Everything New, and it's Southern Gospel, and it's Beth Ann and Becky and Darren, and it's their kind of like a farewell concert because Becky and Darren are moving to Saskatchewan to plant a church down there, And so I was able to attend their concert. This is a while ago now, I think on the 24th or so. Anyways, and so I just really enjoy their music and their performance there. So I'm going to share it with you too. And so yeah, so I'll leave it at that. And God bless you guys. And until the next video. Thanks. Bye
Born again, set free, finally forgiven. If he can make a change in me, he